Have you ever stopped to think that the problems that trouble you the most might not be the great questions of humanity, but rather the daily struggles? While many are concerned with bills, desires, and life's uncertainties, few turn to philosophy for answers to their anxieties. Today we're diving into how Stoicism can be a powerful tool to face these challenges. If you're curious about how this ancient philosophy can transform your life, stay with us until the end. There's a good chance that the problems that afflict us the most aren't the great questions of humanity, like the origin of the universe or what existed before it all. It's not that these topics are uninteresting, but the truth is that most of us are too busy with everyday issues. Bills to pay, worldly desires, life's uncertainties, and the longings of the heart. However, few consider seeking answers to these anxieties through philosophy, perhaps because they think philosophy is detached from real life. Stoicism, however, does the exact opposite. While other philosophical schools concern themselves with grandiose issues and often become detached from practical life, Stoicism delves directly into reality. As Seneca wrote, "There are mistakes made by our advisors who teach us to argue but not to live." Philosophy, which should be the study of wisdom, often becomes merely the study of words, straying from its main purpose, to improve life. And if there is a philosophical school that puts real life first, it is Stoicism. With over 2,000 years of history, this philosophy is as applicable today as it was during the time of Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful Roman emperor of his time, and Epictetus, a crippled slave. These two men, coming from opposite ends of society, found in Stoicism a common way to live a virtuous and serene life. Stoicism teaches us that it's not what happens to us that matters, but how we react to situations. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, speaks about the importance of differentiating the external experience, meaning things outside our control, from the internal experience, which are our reactions and interpretations. The key to peace of mind is focusing on what we can control and not wasting energy on what's beyond our reach. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." He wasn't writing for anyone but himself. These personal reflections, which were published posthumously, show an emperor who, despite all his power, was deeply concerned with being a just and virtuous man. He reminds us that very little is needed for a happy life. It is all within you, in your way of thinking. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, complements this idea by saying, "Until we have begun to live without them, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are." We live in an increasingly consumerist society, and Stoic philosophy offers us an alternative: minimalism. 2,000 years ago, Seneca was already talking about how we accumulate things not out of necessity, but out of habit. Another powerful Stoic teaching is that to change the world, we must first change ourselves. As Seneca said, "If you really want to escape the things that bother you, what you need is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person." We cannot escape ourselves. Wherever we go, we will be there, with our thoughts, fears, and anxieties. Epictetus, who spent much of his life as a slave, brilliantly summarizes this philosophy by stating, "Sick and yet happy, in danger and yet happy, dying and yet happy." His life was proof that Stoic teachings are not just empty words. He lived what he taught, showing that true peace of mind is independent of external conditions. However, Stoicism does not preach inaction in the face of injustice. Seneca advocated for the humane treatment of slaves, and Marcus Aurelius ruled one of the largest empires in history, making decisions in times of war and plague. They believed that to bring about positive change in the world, we must first cultivate the four Stoic virtues: courage, justice, self-control, and wisdom. Incorporating these teachings can transform our lives. Serenity in the face of suffering, courage to face challenges, self-control to resist destructive thoughts, and wisdom to learn from every experience are the pillars of a happy and virtuous life. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. And even though the Stoic ideal may seem unattainable, that should not discourage us. Epictetus said he had never seen a perfect Stoic, but just striving for it is enough to live a better life. Seneca adds, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And Marcus Aurelius once again offers a solution. Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. If this timeless philosophy that remains so relevant today resonated with you, why not take the first step in applying Stoic teachings in your life? Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos, and leave a comment. I want to be Stoic. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and mental fortification together.